They now have another Pro Bowl pass rusher holding out for a new contract. Panthers linebacker Brian Burns did not practice Monday, and when asked if Burns would play Sunday in the season opener against the Falcons absent a new deal, head coach Frank Reich said he didn't know. Rams receiver Cooper Kupp is being called day-to-day by head coach Sean McVay after injuring his hamstring twice recently. The All-Pro wideout remained in Minnesota Monday, visiting a body specialist to get more clarity on the injury. Also day-to-day is Joe Burrow. The Bengals quarterback is dealing with a calf injury, but did return to practice last week for the first time since suffering the injury in July. And Jets head coach Robert Saleh says both his top running backs, the newly acquired Dalvin Cook and Breece Hall, who's recovering from knee surgery, will play against the Bills. And while neither will be on a restricted snap count, Saleh says he'll be smart on how much they use both backs. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
NFL opening night is coming, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is hooking new customers up with a can't-miss offer. Place your first $5 NFL bet and score $200 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, all customers can take advantage of 2 new offers every single game day this September. New customers, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, use the code ROME, R-O-M-E, to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. That's code ROME, only on DraftKings Sportsbook. You do have to be present in a state where it's lawful to wager. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction, void in Ontario. See dkng.co/football for eligibility. Terms and responsible gaming resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions to apply.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. It's a Tuesday. Okay. Did you get the memo, Gene? It's a Tuesday?
I did.
Okay. It's the 5th day of September 2023. Absolutely gorgeous yesterday and today.
All day long.
Exactly. Then it's going to heat up for next weekend, but the end is near.
Is it going to go back to some 3-digit temperatures?
We'll hit 3 digits probably tomorrow or Thursday. But still cooling off a bit in the evenings. And again, that's my key. And, upper 90s into the low 100s. I can handle that, as long as the evening temperatures and the early morning are where they should be, right?
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. So have you heard anything about how dove season went?
I haven't even heard that many rounds, shot in the background or anything.
Oh, you can hear them in the morning in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I haven't heard them that much.
Okay. I think it's almost every year come about opening day of dove season, we get some weather, right?
Yep, just about.
And that kind of puts the doves,
a damper.
You're the hunter, not me. Mm-hmm. I enjoy observing the doves.
Yes, I do too, as they fall from the sky.
Okay. We have a pair, and doves mate for life.
That's what I've been told. I've tried to get one of them to really tell me for sure, and they're not too big of talkers.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have a utility pole in our backyard, and up on one of the cross arms is a dove nest. And Mama and Daddy taking care of eggs. I think doves, breeding season for doves is all year round.
Yeah, I believe so too. So.
And they are on the nest pretty
now?
much constantly.
Yeah. Well, there's plenty of them.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a shortage.
No, there's plenty of them in my backyard. But of course, I've got some bird feeders. And you know what really, really has hit it off? A couple of weeks ago, I put in a bird bath. Okay. Just a simple little bird bath. And it's amazing the number of birds that show up for the water.
Did you provide any soap or anything?
Yeah, there is soap, but not in the little tiny plastic bottles because our state government has outlawed them.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Anyway, it's fun to watch. We have there's a woodpecker in the neighborhood. Mama and Papa Woodpecker show up from time to time. We had some Orioles, just bright yellow Orioles that were showing up for a while.
I like Oreos.
Yeah, not Oreos. No.
I like those chocolate Oreos.
Yes. Okay. Are you ready for birthdays?
Birthdays.
Okay, comedian actor Bob Newhart is 94, one of my favorites. Broadway actor Carroll Lawrence, 91. Actor Lucille Sung is 88. Actor William Devane, 84. You would know the face in a heartbeat. Actor George Lazenby, he was one of the Bonds, is 84. Singer Al Stewart, 78. Actor-director Dennis Dugan is 77. Singer Loudon Wainwright III. There's a dead skunk in the middle of the road. He's 77. Actor Michael Keaton, I am Batman, is 72. Actor Debbie Turner is 67. Actor Christian Alfonso is 60. Actor Rose McGowan, 50. Actor Carice Van Houten, 47. Actor Andrew Ducote is 37. Actor Skandar Keynes is 32. And local birthdays just ahead.
It's Imperial Tiger Football streaming live on the web. George Grahava and Mickey Dale will be Mike's side to bring you all the action. Tiger Football live on KXORadio.com. Imperial Tiger Football is brought to you by
Stan's Auto Body, Derma's Floor Covering, Brickhouse Coffee, and Brickhouse Deli.
Well, this week on Friday night, George and Mickey will be on AM 1230 KXO and on the web. Okay, local birthdays. Here we go. We have happy birthday wishes going out to Alberto Llanes, Glenn Verbrew, Carlos Arias, Deanne Moore, Dale Ming, Drew Taylor Garcia, James Anderholt, Aaron Moeller, Tony Navarrete, Nico Arambula, Ralph Vargas, Cindy Pacheco, and Prudenciano Gonzalez. Happy birthday from KXO. Okie dokie. Well, hey, in the news, a judge is ordering Kevin Costner to pay $63,000 a month for child support. Yeah, the actor's been at odds with his ex-wife, Christine Baumgartner, for months to determine child support payments. The judge said paying $63,000 a month in child support is reasonable. I had no idea Kevin Costner's kids lived at Buckingham Palace, huh? $63,000 a month child support. Go for it.
Why not?
Okay. News, it's next. We've got to look at World and California news headlines right now, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. Schools near Longwood Gardens in Brandywine, Pennsylvania have canceled classes after trail cameras spotted a convicted killer. Danilo Cavalcanti escaped last week from the Chester County Prison. Lieutenant Colonel George Bivens says police are closing in.
Cavalcanti has clearly already obtained some clothing and unknown other supplies, and we want to minimize any opportunity to obtain anything more.
First Lady Jill Biden has COVID. The president does not.
The president tested negative for COVID last night, but he'll have to be tested routinely this week because he's slated to head to India and Vietnam for a pair of summits in just 3 days.
CBS's Nancy Cordes. Spain has just fired the coach of the winning Women's World Cup soccer team.
Spain wins the World Cup!
Spain's Football Federation sacked Jorge Villa in reaction to the scandal created when team president Luis Rubiales kissed a player on the lips. CBS News Brief. I'm Linda Kenyon.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Despite the cold, muddy conditions, some of those who were stuck at the Burning Man Festival in northern Nevada over the weekend are leaving with few complaints. Bay Area resident Kiana Beal says the torrential rain that left people stranded also brought them together.
So it was shelter in place and try to just find somewhere warm and dry and keep each other warm and ideally find somebody who has an RV if you don't have one. And then it just became really like a beautiful even more beautiful sense of community than before.
After a 2-night delay, the annual burning of the man took place Monday night. A suspect behind bars in the stabbing death of an 84-year-old man inside his home in Whittier.
It's creepy. It was broad daylight, and he just walked in and murdered that poor man, and it's senseless.
The man found last week, a day after detectives think he was killed. The suspect allegedly ran to the victim's home minutes after attacking another elderly man a few blocks away. Gas prices, $5.32 a gallon, up 3 cents from last week, 27 cents from last month, $1.51 more than the current national average. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you're always looking for ways to position your operation to create opportunities and move on them faster. With Bank of America, you get access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2023 Bank of America, N.A.
In the front, we'll take out that tree, install a new fence.
You're gonna call 811, right?
Isn't that just for excavators?
No, dude. Calling 811 is for excavators, homeowners, contractors, anyone. Natural gas lines and other utilities can be buried anywhere. Call 811 2 working days before any digging project to get all underground lines marked for free.
Thanks, deep-voiced narrator.
You're welcome, dude. Brought to you by Southwest Gas.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Tuesday morning, Imperial Irrigation District and Imperial County crews are working to repair damage caused by the unexpected storm that swept through the Imperial Valley Friday. Storm dropped several inches of rain on the valley, with particular impact on the north and east portions of the county. The community of Nyland was inundated with floodwaters and isolated for a time when heavy runoff from the desert brought a large volume of water and silt into the mountains and then into the East Highline Canal and other main canals. The IID says about a half to 1 mile of the East Highline was filled with silt, causing floodwaters to cover Nyland. IID excavator crews are working to clear this section of the East Highline Canal and are expected to have complete the job by the end of Monday. Additionally, there were structures damaged to other IID waterways, including the West Side Main Canal. The storm also took down some IID transmission lines. 14 poles were dropped on the 92 kV line between El Centro and Holtville. Leaning poles on the area of Westmoreland Road, east of Dogwood Road, and Highway 111 and Ralph Road. Damage was reported in the area of Black Mountain and Anza as well. And due to the damage from the past storm event, on the afternoon of Friday, September 1st, we have postponed the Hetzel exhibition opening event from Thursday, September 7th to Thursday, September 21st from 5:30 till 7:30 p.m. KXO News Time coming up to 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
Cleanup continues as a result of the surprise storm. Storm swept through Imperial County into Saturday. Along with property damage and flooding, several rescues were reported as well. Injuries were reported, but not detailed. County Fire reported several rescues of people caught in the flooding, mostly in the North County. The U.S. Coast Guard in San Diego sent a helicopter that participated in 2 rescues. In a press release, the Coast Guard said they were called Friday evening to assist in a rescue. An individual had been stranded in floodwaters. The individual had climbed out of the vehicle and was swept away by the floodwaters. The helicopter was able to locate the person and pull them out of the floodwater. As they were transporting the victim to a possible location for medical transport, they were notified by 15 individuals who needed evacuation as well. When they arrived, only 2 of the victims agreed to be evacuated. The other 13 reportedly rode out the storm where they were. The Coast Guard carried the rescued individuals to a roadway near Palo Verde. The helicopter was able to land and transfer the 3 to an ambulance to be transported to a hospital for treatment. No fatalities had been reported. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Steve is a real Prevagen user and paid testimonialist.
Hi, I'm Steve, and I live in Austin, Texas. I work as a personal assistant to the owner of a large manufacturing firm. I've got anywhere from 10 to 50 projects going at any given time. I absolutely have to be sharp. 5 years ago is when I started to notice I started making mistakes. My memory was not nearly as sharp as it had been. I was confiding in my friend about the problems I was having with my memory, and she said, Stephen, you've got to try Prevagen. After a period of time of taking Prevagen, my memory was getting better, and I started to feel a much better sense of well-being. If you're experiencing what I was experiencing, try it. I really believe that it's going to have tremendous effects for you, just like it did for me.
Prevagen. Healthier brain, better life. Prevagen is available in stores everywhere, based on a clinical study of subgroups of individuals who were cognitively normal or mildly impaired.
These products and statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Page 2 of the local news and weather, served by Menchie's Frozen Yogurt and Round Table Pizza, 508 East Annenberg Road in El Centro.
Well, the IID directors are to discuss community concerns. The concerns deal with the high summer power bills. Several residents have complained about fluctuating summer electric bills. The Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors are expected to take action at their meeting today. They will discuss a resolution aimed at overhauling the IID billing system to bring more predictability and affordability to customers. The issue will be an action item on the IID board's meeting Tuesday. Also on the agenda, the board will discuss changing the board meeting scheduled for October the 3rd. They will also be asked to approve the 2022 On-Farm Efficiency Conservation Program description and contract and authorize first payment rates. The meeting begins at 1 this afternoon and will be held in the IID Auditorium on Broadway in El Centro. Colorado River water level to rise. That's right, we said rise. There will be an increased water releases from the Imperial Dam. The dam operators are releasing approximately 8 to 10,000 cubic feet per second, compared to an average release of 1,000 cubic feet per second. Expect increased water levels and substantially increased river current. Imperial Dam is located approximately 20 miles north of Yuma, Arizona, and is operated by the United Bureau of Reclamation. Water to the Imperial Valley is diverted into the All-American Canal at the dam. And finally, sausage in the news. A recall. Hillshire brand is recalling nearly 16,000 pounds of blended meat and poultry sausage products. The lady to eat sausage comes in a 14-ounce package containing one rope of Hillshire Farms smoked sausage made with pork, turkey, beef. The sausage has a use date of November 11, 2023. The sausage product may be contaminated with bone fragments. There have been several complaints. One reported oral injury associated with the product. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Imperial Valley now has a Round Table Pizza, serving superior pizza, inspired by the honor of valor and revelry of the Knights of the Round Table. The quality and authenticity have earned them the reputation of pizza royalty. Now, for a limited time, receive a personal pizza with 6 slices, cheese, and a topping of your choice, including a 20-ounce soda for only $9.95, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Round Table Pizza, now open, next to Menchie's Frozen Yogurt, 508 East Annenberg Drive in El Centro.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says tranquil weather conditions will prevail during the next several days with near zero rain chances. Temperatures will steadily warm back up to above seasonal norms by the latter half of the week, potentially reaching near record levels by the weekend, along with a major heat risk across the Imperial and Yuma valleys. 94 the high in the valley yesterday, 70 our overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 98, west wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming southeast this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 74, southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming east-northeast after midnight. Wednesday will be sunny with a high near 100, southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming northwest later in the morning. Right now, 74 degrees downtown. 57% relative humidity, wind out of the south at 325 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, a service of Round Table Pizza and Menchie's Frozen Yogurt. You'll find them both at 508 East Annenberg Drive in El Centro.
This is an important message about our Imperial Valley healthcare system. We are at a crossroads. Which way will we go? The COVID-19 pandemic merely added to long-standing financial and systemic conditions in Imperial Valley. We have a shortage of providers and medical specialties, excessive wait times, lack of urgent care services, and a closure of maternity services. We must do better. Our families deserve a healthcare system that works for everyone. Assembly Bill 918 starts us in the right direction by establishing the Imperial Valley Healthcare District. AB 918 consolidates services to improve healthcare access and cost-saving benefits for our underserved population. Let's work together and support Assemblyman Garcia's AB 918. It's a long overdue step for ensuring good, quality healthcare for all Valley families.
Paid for by Eduardo Garcia, 2024.
And it's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. High school football last week, well, it was... Let's start off with Canyon Hills and Brawley on Thursday. Brawley beat Canyon Hills 47-29. Friday, Ramona tripped Central 34-20. Imperial shut out Cibola 44-0. It was Southwest 20, Gila Ridge 12. Holtville over Mountain Empire 45-8. El Cajon Valley handed Vincent Memorial a loss, 28-21. Calipatria beat O'Farrell Charter, 34-12. Palo Verde, 40. Grossmont, 38. And on Saturday evening, Calexico whacked Francis Parker, 27-12. Coming up Thursday this week, Southwest at Vincent. It'll be live on the KXO YouTube channel starting at 6:45. We will join it in progress at the conclusion of the Detroit Lions Kansas City Chiefs game on AM 1230 KXO. Friday night, the Imperial Tigers at Gila Ridge will be live on KXO AM 1230.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Major League Baseball, the Padres tried to come back but came up short. Phillies beat the Padres 9-7. Orioles topped the Angels 6-3. It was the Royals bombing the White Sox 12-1. Cubs shut out the Giants 5-0. Astros topped the Rangers 13-6. Blue Jays nipped the Athletics 6-5 in 10. Red Sox roared. They beat the Rays 7-3. Diamondbacks dumped the Rockies 4-2. Reds beat the Mariners 6-3. Twins powered up, beat the Guardians 20-6. And the Pirates over the Brewers 4-2. Meanwhile, Shohei Ohtani says, well, we're going to have to see about surgery. And yes, I do want to continue as a two-way player. And a big upset in college football last night. Duke dumped Clemson 28-7. Clemson, they were rated number 9. I think that's over. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Friday nights are for football, and we have it on KXO AM 1230. Catch the action with Carroll, Buckley, and John Dripple as we bring you the best matchup of the week with either the Central Spartans or Southwest Eagles. High school football is brought to you by
McNeese Mart at Dogwood and Main in El Centro. Johnny's Burrito in Brawley, El Centro, and Imperial. Also has a mobile automotive service. And K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial with daily lunch specials.
And it's financial news with a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security Services, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. And ex-owner Elon Musk is threatening to sue the Anti-Defamation League for defamation, claiming that the nonprofit organization's statements about rising hate speech on the social media platform have torpedoed X's advertising revenue. In a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, Musk said U.S. advertising revenue is still down 60%, primarily due to pressure on advertisers by ADL. That's what advertisers tell Elon. So they almost succeeded in killing X Twitter. Musk also claimed that since he took over the platform in October of 2022, the ADL has been trying to kill this platform by falsely accusing it and me of being anti-Semitic. Well, the economic relationship between the U.S. and China is mutually beneficial, and opening lines of communication is key to maintaining it, U.S. Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo told CNN. Raimondo concluded a 4-day visit to the world's second-largest economic power last week. Is the fourth cabinet member to visit China this year, and the first Commerce Secretary to visit China in 5 years. The crux of her trip was engaging in an open dialogue while maintaining a tough stance. She reiterated cultivating the $700 billion bilateral relationship is valuable, not just for the two countries in question, but also for the global economy. Right now, we're looking at red on the big board. The Dow off 64 points at 34,772. The S&P 500 down 11 at 4505. The NASDAQ off 18 at 14,013. Meanwhile, gold is down $15.90 an ounce. Oil is up $1.07 a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
It will be sunny today with a high near 98. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming southeast this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 74. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming east-northeast after midnight. On Wednesday, look for a high near 100. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming northwest. And we have 75 degrees, 56% relative humidity, wind out of the south right now at 3 to 5 miles an hour. Financial news and a brief look at our weather brought to you by Southwest Security. Did you know they offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal? You'll find Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
You're missing out on great tasting Chinese food if you haven't tried China Palace's specialty dishes like Chinese-style fish, fillet of fish, broiled and topped with hot soybean oil, infused with fresh garlic, fresh ginger and spices, then topped with oyster sauce and cilantro. So many mouth-watering specialty dishes. I want to try them all. 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Imperial Valley's China Palace Chinese food.
Just ahead, CBS News on the hour. We keep you informed what's going on around the world and what's going on around your neighborhood.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. Closing in on an escaped killer. Authorities in eastern Pennsylvania are confident they are after convicted murderer Danilo Cavalcante was spotted again last night on a trail camera.
Cavalcante has clearly already obtained some clothing and unknown other supplies, and we want to minimize any opportunity to obtain anything more.
The State Police Lieutenant Colonel George Bivens, some schools in that area called off classes today as the manhunt intensifies. A three-judge federal panel has ruled Alabama's Republican-drawn congressional map illegally dilutes black residents' voting power. The U.S. Supreme Court threw out an earlier map. Later today, a key figure will be sentenced for his role in the 2021 Capitol attack. Legal analyst Thane Rosenbaum.
It's a pretty safe bet that Proud Boy leader Enrique Tarrio will be sentenced to 18 years in prison, but not 35 years, which is the sentence the government is seeking. Nearly all of the principal leaders of the January 6th rampage, Proud Boys and Oath Keepers, have been convicted of seditious conspiracy with sentences ranging between 10 to 18 years.
Well, now to Austin, Texas, where the state Senate this morning opened the impeachment trial of State Attorney General Ken Paxton. CBS's Janet Shamlian.
Paxton is accused of repeatedly abusing his office to help real estate investor Nate Paul evade legal trouble in exchange for providing favors to Paxton that allegedly included renovations to his home, employing the woman Paxton was allegedly having an extramarital affair with, and enlisting Paul's help to set up an Uber account so Paxton could meet up with his alleged mistress. Paxton has denied any wrongdoing.
The long, slow trek continues out of the Burning Man site in Nevada after a weekend that saw tens of thousands trapped in flooding and mud.
I had an amazing time. Would I want to do it again for another 3-4 days the same way as the last 3-4 days? Never.
And we could be just days away from a meeting of two leaders that will draw global attention. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
The Kremlin says it has nothing to say about a possible visit to Russia by Kim Jong-un this month. The meeting may be to discuss Pyongyang providing weapons to Russia for its war in Ukraine. The White House says that would be a violation of international sanctions. Still, the U.S. believes the talks are advancing.
A late summer heat wave won't last much longer in the Midwest. Stephanie Abrams of the Weather Channel.
Minneapolis, 91 degrees today. Tomorrow, the high is going to drop over 20 degrees, and we're going to top out at 66. And it will take a few more days for all this cool air to get all the way to the East Coast.
And checking Wall Street, right now the Dow is down 49 points. The S&P is down 6. This is CBS News.
You need to hire fast and hire right? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates efficiently. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
With more kids heading back to school this week, some will get on cleaner electric school buses.
Good morning. Charles Washington's part-time retirement job driving a school bus has changed in the 5 years since he's hopped in the driver's seat.
On the electric bus, you have to use your quiet voice.
When you first turn the vehicle on, you don't even know that it's on.
A study found diesel-fueled buses were some of the biggest carbon emissions culprits in Falls Church, Virginia. It's why the school system made a move to get e-buses on the road. Districts nationwide are doing the same. More than 5,600 have been awarded, ordered, delivered, or are operating in the U.S.
Have a good day.
Skyler Henry, CBS News, Falls Church, Virginia.
A fan was tossed out of the U.S. Open last night after German player Alexander Zverev said he heard a Nazi phrase shouted out during the match. Other fans ID'd the culprit. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
You've got Carroll Buckley with the best oldies on the radio.
Hey, people, look alive. Let's go.